Coming to you live with all the sports action from around the UP. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy.
Good evening. Happy Halloween, Boo. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. It's Halloween night. Mother Nature delivered her version of a treat, that white stuff that falls from the sky when it's cold outside. I will not call it by name. Let's go to the highlights now, shall we? We begin in Division 7 with the back-to-back champs, the Ishpeming Hematites, taking on Westwood. First quarter, Ishpeming with the ball at their own 26-yard line. Ozzy Corp finds a little real estate on the near sideline, and Mr. Corp would lead his troops in from 74 yards for the score, 6-0 Hematites. Westwood got the ball back in on 2nd and long. Trevor Burke on the PA fake passes the ball to Marquise Bajori, but Thomas Finnegan cuts the route, and we're going the other way. Finnegan is going to slip and slide his way all the way in for a pick six, 40 yards in all, 14-0 Ishpeming. To the second, the Hematites in business yet again. Ozzy Hekarainen takes the snap to the far side from the 5-yard line and in for the score. Ishpeming to the 20-0 lead. The fans cold but happy. Westwood needed a spark, down 20 points on 4th and long. Ryan Andela is going to fake the punt and pick up 15 yards in the play for a Westwood first down. However, the Hematites defense took care of business most of the night. Trevor Burke wrapped up right there as Ishpeming beats Westwood 34-0. The other game in that district featured Iron Mountain at West Iron County. First quarter, the Wycons facing 3rd and 7 from their own 45. Riley Thompson rolls out to the flat and connects with Nick Helgamo down the field for a 12-yard gain and a first down. Later in the drive, the Wycons with the ball inside the 2. Phil King is going to take the ball to the near side and right at Richard Hill for 6. Just like that, 6-0 West Iron County. In what was a very cold and snowy night, not a night you generally kick extra points, but they do here. Niels Giefers makes the extra point to put the Wycons up 7. After that, the West Iron D went to work. Tanner Hoogery's pass is broken up to Ryan Mishot as Phil King in on the play. West Iron County pitches a shutout to start the season, 40-0, or to start the postseason, 40-0 win. You get where I'm going. So next week, it'll be West Iron County taking on Ishpeming. That game will be at Ishpeming. Remember, playoff points come into play here. Last year, the two teams met in the postseason. Ishpeming won at West Iron County 34-0. Let's go next to Division 8. The Forest Park Pep Band kept everyone entertained as the Trojans battled the Miners. Late second quarter, Forest Park up 28-0. Tim Berger hits Paul Berger on his slip route up the other way. Berger will be hauled down at midfield where the drive stalled out. Third quarter, the Miners on the move again. Kevin Lane now under center finds Jacob Suzik for a gain of 5, but again, drive stalls out. Forest Park got the ball back, 3rd and 5. Daniel Nasserini picks up 6 to move the sticks. That sets up this run for Mr. Lee Graff. I don't need to tell you to look at a chart to tell you how good Mr. Graff is. He scored 2 more touchdowns tonight. That one good from 18 yards out. Forest Park advances to the second round with a 42-22 win over Gogebic. The other game in that district, Bark River Harris and Lakeland and Hubble, will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the Copper Country. The winner of that game plays at Forest Park next week. In Division 8, the 8-1 Munising Mustangs welcome the Bulldogs of Indian River Inland Lakes in the most unwelcome of ways. Starting first quarter, Austin Kelto hands it off to Garrett Blank. He goes plus 25, and the Stangs draw first blood. Blank gets the ball coming up here again, and I'd say he bounces off the defender, but it's more like he bounces through to the defender, cuts across, turns on the Jets, and just like that, 14-zip Munising. Still in the first, Kelto going to think about throwing instead. He's going to tuck it under and run for a while around the far side. He's going to take a heck of a hit there, but guess what? He's in for another score, 20-0 Mustangs. Again in the first, how about a strike through the air? Andy Cooper, that 6'4" frame came in handy there. Last play of the half, this play was the story for Indian River tonight, within scoring range, and guess what happens? They're going to turn it over on defense. Munising allowed just 88 yards of total offense to Indian River. That's pretty good if you ask me, playing defense this time of the year, as Munising held on for the big win over Indian River Inland Lakes. And the Mustangs will have to hit the road next week to St. Iggy, as the Saints are now 10-0 after a shutout win versus Newberry tonight. Should be fun next week. Back to the highlights in 8-man football. Engadine came to Rapid River for a date with the Rockets. No score first quarter. Rapid River on the move and in a hurry. Mason Berglund airs it out deep to Mike Casey, who hauls it in and scores from 65 yards out. 8-0 Rockets. To the second, now 16-0 Rapid River on the option play. Mason Berglund keeps it, and that was a wise decision, young man. The Rockets rolling up 24-0. Engadine was fading fast. They needed a spark. Trevor Brawley tracks the kickoff down at his 15-yard line, sheds a tackle up the middle, and Brawley was G-O-N-E gone. 85 yards to the house, 24-6 Rapid River at the half, and the Rockets would pull away in the second half for the 46-26 win over the Eagles. The Rockets will play again next week at home against the winner of the Bel Air Cedarville game. That'll take place tomorrow at 1 in the Eastern UP. Sorry we don't have highlights of this one. Just did not happen tonight. I thought it would, and it crossed my fingers, but Halloween lucked it. It was a trick instead of a treat. Negaunee, though, takes care of business at Charlevoix, 21-12. Negaunee pulled away at the end, scored a late touchdown. Like I said, I wish I had highlights, but the Miners, Paul Jacobson and the boys live to play another day next week. Looking ahead to the rest of the games tomorrow. Marquette plays Mount Pleasant at the Superior Dome at 7 p.m., a Division III matchup. I, for one, am very happy that game is indoors. In Division V, Menominee hosts Gladwin at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That game, well, will be outdoors, as will the Calumet game, making the long haul to Harrison for that other playoff game in that district. Well, Friday Night Frenzy has hit the halfway point. We still have a whole lot to get to. Up next, we head to the Copper Country, where the Washtenaw Weasels invaded Houghton. Those highlights are straight ahead on the Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority, ABC 10. And welcome back to the Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. Well, entering tonight, only 5 college hockey teams across the country were still undefeated. 2 of those teams were right here in the Upper Peninsula. The Stanley Cup was on hand as the unbeaten Huskies welcomed Michigan to town for the first time in 31 years. Halfway through the opening 20 minutes, David Johnstone goes across the ice to read Sturos, who's going to bang it home in front for the goal just like that. 1-0 Huskies. To the second, Tech strikes again. Cliff Watson to Taylor Carroll, one-time shot and score. The Huskies co-captain and Hancock native makes it 2-0 MTU. Michigan hung around, down a pair of goals into the third, just after Tech made it 3-love. The Wings' #1 draft pick this past summer, Dylan Larkin, beats Jamie Phillips to pull the Maize and Blue within 2. But the night belonged to the Huskies, who won it 4-1. Here's Mel Pearson talking about his team after the game.
I thought the crowd was outstanding. I don't know when the last time we had a sellout here was, but they really gave us a lot of energy and just a good night overall. I thought we were fortunate. We got some breaks around the net. We did not score in our best scoring opportunities. And Michigan missed, a lot, I thought, really good scoring opportunities too. Jamie Phillips played a strong game.
Well, let's go to Marquette, where Wildcat Willie was in the Halloween spirit as NMU battled Alabama Huntsville in a non-conference contest. Second period, a scrum ensues at the Chargers' net. Shane Sooth is going to whack it home for the goal, but the question was, would it count? The officials would go to the replay booth, and upon further review, yes, it did count. Sooth from Jake Baker reads Secco, 1-0 NMU. Later in the period, NMU on the power play, the last thing you want to have happen happens. Matt Salani gets behind the D and beats Matthias Dahlstrom for a shorthanded goal, and that was all the scoring in the game as it ended in a 1-1 tie. Two teams will play tomorrow again at the Berry, 7 o'clock. Across the WCHA, it was Minnesota State 5-2 over Bowling Green. Bemidji State put up 6 goals in a win over Alaska. Ferris State blanked the Spartans in EL, 1-0. CJ Mott, the Bulldogs' great goaltender, stopped 36 Spartan shots. And Lake State and Alaska Anchorage just dropped the puck in Alaska. In the NHL, the Red Wings scored 4 first-period goals in a 5-2 win over the defending Stanley Cup champs. Gustav Nyquist continued his red-hot scoring ways. Get the man the puck. He lit the layup twice in the win. To volleyball we go. NMU played their first of 4 straight matches at Vandement against Wayne State. The Lady Cats set the opening tone right from the opening serve. Megan Supple's serve comes right back to Anna Aycock, who delivers the easy kill. The Wildcat attack continued. Alex Berger with the dig, Megan Seymour with the set, and it's Aycock delivering yet another kill. She had 9 in the match. Dominique Hoder looks very happy early on. After the Warriors deliver the Cats the ball yet again, Seymour goes behind her with it to Alex Larson, the southpaw, with the south kill. She had 3 of those in the match. Megan Seymour had a total of 32 assists in the match. Check out Lisa Studnicka from a very tough angle. Goes across the court with the ball, and yes, that's in. A game-high 13 kills for Lisa, as Studnicka and company took down Wayne State in 3 sets to take the match. And the Wildcats played very well this evening, and the Cats get Saginaw Valley State tomorrow at 4. The Cardinals won at Tech tonight 3-0. Lauren Emmert led the Huskies with 9 kills. Woo! That'll do it for this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Tomorrow at the Superior Dome, the NMU football team takes on Walsh. It's Veterans Day at the Dome. The Michigan Tech football team will look for a rebound win at Tiffin against the Dragons. Can the Michigan football team beat Indiana? Remember, they fired David Brandon today, their athletic director, or he resigned, but really fired, but we won't get into that. Don't have time. College hockey in Marquette and Houghton once again. The Packers and Lions are both off. Enjoy the weekend, everyone. Mr. Kimmel is next. See you later. Happy Halloween. Boo.